Man.
Back, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Finally, goddamn, that's on me though. I'm gonna go ahead and point this out that it's on me that we, you know what I'm saying, are late. That's my
Are
fault.
late.
That's my fault.
We ain't upload. We late. We ain't upload. We did this, did that. Hey, shout out to Bobby, man. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, all the viewers out there, we recorded the episode. The episode was it was a really good episode. But guess who deleted the episode and didn't upload it? Your boy right there. Mr. New York, Mr. Brooklyn Bridge, Dykeman League, him, that guy right there. He wasn't worried about us, man. He forgot
That's
about
cap.
us.
No. See, now I gotta clear my see, cause what you not finna do is pull a Joe Budden and just slander niggas. That's what you're not about to do. Okay? That's what you're not about to do. You're not finna pull a Joe Budden and just slander my name on the podcast like that. So what happened was I use a memory card, you feel me, that has a lot of the information on it. It's 128 gigs. So I transferred the pod the same night we recorded it. I transferred it to my memory card, right? Mind you, we recorded the pod. It was a pretty late episode. Once we got done, I had to go ahead and pack because I had a flight to catch in like 5 hours. So me kind of rushing, not thinking, took the memory card, gave it to my cameraman to start shooting at 5 a.m. when I left for New York, and I forgot that he wipes the footage, like wipes my memory card clean because he got to format it for his camera. So I get all the way to New York, bro, and realize that he formatted it and deleted the episode, so I wasn't able to upload on Friday. That's on me, bro. That's on me, bro.
I don't even know.
It's your fault,
hey, look,
bro. Take that
That's on me. Hey. It's on me, bro. I take the blame.
So since we got last episode deleted, this is what, episode 5? Hey, so look.
No, this episode
5.
No, this episode 6.
5.
This 6.
This
is 6.
5 episodes out.
Bro, this is 6, bro. Yes, this is 6.
Okay. Well, whatever episode is.
6.
Hey, welcome to Open Run Podcast. Your boy D Trill. Got my dogs in the building. My boy Gene, my boy Cinco, and my boy Twan Lumber. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all right here with us, tuned in again. Y'all know what we gonna get into, and my boy kind of touched on it. The first subject, let's get on the Joe Budden subject. We're gonna talk about that man, what happened with the podcast, what happened to whatever they got going on. So yeah, kick back, relax, get whatever you know. Say if you smoking, if you drinking, do whatever, because you know we got some good vibes on the way.
Something wrong with that man.
Y'all leave me today.
Look, it's something wrong with that young man.
Good vibes and Joe Budden in the same sentence, bro.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. It's crazy, man. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. But I didn't like him like years ago. Some of y'all know this, some of y'all don't. But a lot of people might think it's because of like how he moved with Drake and stuff like that. Nah, it was like after that Migos thing. How long ago was that? 3 years?
That's about 3-4 years ago. About 3-4 years ago.
He's a hot topic right now, but even back then, before that, he was like getting that reputation like a weird dude. Like, what are you on type stuff. Like on some hating type stuff. So for me, it was just like I basically see how he is. I don't care to listen to this dude. He got an ego that he feeding. I think my wife showed me an interview of a lady that was dating him at the time because he was on this show. I don't know what the show was.
Love and Hip Hop.
Sin Santana, something like that.
Yeah,
I don't even know, bro. But the point is, bro, the dude's super egotistical. If it ain't feeding his ego, he don't want it. He that type of guy. And I can recognize that type of person very quickly. And I'm just, that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? I don't move like that. So I was off of him anyway. So when he came up in the news for this, I was just like surprised.
We ain't surprised.
Right. I feel like Joe has, we talked about this and we discussed this. I feel like Joe has some deep rooted issues going on with him. Even though, like you said, Love and Hip Hop before that, when he would do interviews and stuff like that, because he would, he would be around Eminem and stuff like that. And, he would always be, when they had their whole camp with, what's the other guy's name? Royce the 5'9".
Talking about Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, Slaughterhouse and everything. So he would always be that guy where he was like, I'm better than what y'all say. Like, I know my music. Truthfully, he does know his music, but you're that good of an artist to be talking bad about other artists. You may pump it up. Let's relax.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? Let's relax. And hey, the song did well. The song did well. But my thing is that with Joe is that like he comes out so egotistical that where it's like he just feels like he has his point is the only point. And whatever he says goes. And with people like that, it's kind of hard for you to function. It's kind of hard for you to feel like your opinion is worthy of value because he's going to minimize it to the smallest degree and going to make his point the larger degree. So it's like with Joe, this is another example of him doing it. He did the same thing with what's his academics and was it Daily Struggle? That's the name of the podcast.
Everyday
struggle. So he did the same thing with that to where he kind of broke that whole thing off and fell out with them. You know what I'm saying? And that was a very successful podcast. And you know they did their thing and had a lot of good guests, a good run, and everything like that. Like he was, Gene was reverting back to the Migos situation. Like Joe finds himself in these situations where he knows how to be shady, but his shade isn't shade. It's like blatant disrespect. And if you don't catch it, he's going to constantly do it. And I feel like this whole situation is just messed up because it's like those are your boys. Those are your, you know what I'm saying, your brothers. And it's like, they can have an opinion. They can have a say-so in something. And it's like, if you go back and watch the lives he was doing and the interviews he was doing, he was basically saying like, hey, well, my name is Joe Budden and I got a name already and they shouldn't be asking me for nothing. No type of documentation, no nothing, no records for pay, none of that stuff. They should just be happy I'm here to even doing this with them. Yeah. And it's
and
like,
he almost had a point, bro, because when I first heard about it and was reading up on it, I'm like, low key, all right, so he mad basically that they was asking about payments, like not particular payments, but just over the history of
the
time.
accountant.
Like,
they wanted the accountant. Yeah, they wanted the accountant stuff.
This ain't nothing that just happened in 2021. Apparently, this been going on for years. And he always flipped out whenever they brought up accounting or money or percentages. And so initially, I was like, maybe Joe has a point, because I thought they was like salary type stuff, like working under him.
But they not salary. He tried to put them on salary.
Right. I was wrong about that. But when I thought that they were salary, I'm like, all right, so how many people really asking their boss what they make? Because that is, in a way, if you're salary, if you're an employee, they brought you on, that's disrespectful in a way. In a way. Not all the way disrespectful, but at the same time, I'm not finna ask my boss at work right now what he makes. Number one, I don't care. Number two, it's not my business. So I was thinking like maybe Joe got a point, but he didn't have to go off like that. But then when Maul and Rory, it's Rory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they was explaining everything, I'm like, wait, so y'all built this as business partners. Exactly. Like, I don't care what your percentage is. You're a business partner. If you have a percentage in earnings, income, or a stake in the company, whatever it is, you're a business partner. So, yeah, you got to ask those questions. Those need to be round table type discussions anyway.
Exactly.
But he messed up. They messed up when they let him name the shit the Joe Budden podcast in the first place. I mean, that's messed up. Like that.
I mean, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Joe Budden is the biggest name on there. Truthfully, like people are gonna watch it because of him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, as the show has gone on, people have grown to like Maul and Roy. Like they listen to their points and they have some good points and they raise good dialogue. So it's like they bring something to the table. Yet Joe Budden is the name. So it's kind of like it's kind of a bad thing because we can say the same thing about the Breakfast Club. People want to watch Breakfast Club because they want to see Charlamagne go off. They want to see him interact with whoever, go off and this and that. But it's kind of like the same sense. Breakfast Club is way much more of a bigger degree, but at the same time, it's kind of like the same
thing. But it ain't called the Charlamagne podcast, bro. It's called the Breakfast Club.
I think I agree a little bit, Memph, on the Breakfast Club. It's a different platform. And what I wanted to follow up with on the Joe Budden podcast, people even argue on the Everyday Struggle that Joe Budden name came bigger because of what Academics brought to that show.
For sure.
And you can see that Academics still doing his own thing.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? I believe Maul and Rory, like their personalities, I don't even listen to the show, but just listen to them speak on this situation. I'm like, they got the chemistry, they got the voices, they gonna be all right. I don't know what
Facts.
Joe Budden thinking, because when you get into that position where people act like they made you or something, man, you got to get out of that.
And that's what Maul said too. Maul was like, Joe Budden be acting like he snatched him up off the street and that he was doing bad. He was homeless on drugs and whatnot, the case may be. And then he said, I know I watched it earlier. I don't know how much y'all got into it, but Maul said something that Joe Budden was like, the podcast ain't none of his business. And that's when he just kind of he kind of like fell off of it after that. So it's like, damn, that's like, like imagine that, bro. That's like us. We started this podcast, and then one of us say something to the other one and just be like, "Oh, what's going on with the podcast? Ain't none of your business." Like you'd be like, "Damn, nigga, what you mean? Like, we started this together. Fuck you mean it ain't my business?"
It's kind of weak, bro. Because like I told y'all on the episode that got discarded by accident, that I watched, because I agree with everything y'all said. As far as like Joe Budden being an asshole, him being egotistical, all the things y'all said, I agree with that. But I did watch Joe, because academics are lame to me, just being honest.
For sure.
I watched him lead Daily Struggle, and I watched, because I told y'all two of my homies really tap in with the Joe Budden podcast, or they did at least. And one of the homies that tapped in with Joe Budden podcast was an everyday listener to Daily Struggle too. Everyday Struggle. And I wouldn't necessarily say, or Everyday Struggle, I wouldn't necessarily say that academics boosted Joe, because I don't think Joe is famous off of, let's be honest, his rap career, like Memphis said, Pump It Up, all these other things. What I will not take from Joe is that he can actually rap. He can. Just asshole.
He can put it together. Yeah.
But what I was gonna say was that the pod, I was able to see it kind of grow. You know what I'm saying? Because like Maul came late. I think he said earlier he came episode 77. But I remember when I used to watch with the homie, like Maul wasn't even on the show, and Rory came a couple episode 5. So like,
Roy said he came in 5, but Joe tried to say he came in 20.
So rightfully so, it's called the Joe Budden podcast, because it really was just the Joe Budden podcast at first. And I think, man, as far as the situation goes, bro, it sounds like some shady shit to me, and it sounds super egotistical to me, because at the end of the day, y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? To me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should be able to settle that, regardless if y'all talking about contracts or not. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Maul had a real question, a valid question. You know what I'm saying? It should have been that big of a deal. And I feel like the way Joe went about it, especially after watching Maul and Rory little pod, I felt kind of like just off, bro. Like,
but that's the thing though. But that's the thing though. Like Gene said, it wasn't salary, bro. They was getting a percentage off of what the podcast brought in. So it's not, you know what I'm saying, a bad thing for them niggas to ask and be like, what we get.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. But you're still discussing contracts.
Like majority ownership, cool. Like I respect that, but you still don't talk to people like that. And number two, the fact that this discussion happened off air and Joe brought it to the air. Like Maul and Rory weren't even on that. He came on air without them and fired them on his podcast when that discussion took place privately. Like that's goofy. Yeah. And then thirdly, what Rory was talking about was, I think either Maul or Rory said this. Obviously one of them said it, but they said they have percentages based off of earnings and all that. They said there's no reason they should be selling 1,500 seats and 2,000 seats, but their pay didn't change. So that's when you got to check things. And like they said, they checked with the accounting firm first. Yeah. And they assumed they made a mistake, not Joe. So they weren't even coming at him like that. But again, it wasn't just this situation. They said Joe had a history of that. Like every time they brought up money or something like that, he would flip out and like talk crazy to them.
And Joe was trying to say, when I watched the Instagram live video that Twan sent us, Joe was trying to say that it was like podcast expenses that they didn't, I guess they was complaining about, which is why Joe was like, he tried to put them on salary, because if they have problem paying, expenses or whatever the case may be, then if you go on salary, you're not necessarily worried about the expenses and whatever the case may be. But I don't know. It still sounds hella fucking shady from Joe's part to get upset every time they ask about the accounting to see the money or whatever. He really got to he would have had to break down to me how the hell $400K came up missing and how much I lost out of that $400K that came up missing. Like he would just have to break that down to me for sure. And I just think that shit's kind of shady, but It's Joe, bro. Like at this
It's
point,
my
bro, it's Joe
It
Budden.
yeah. My
it
final
just sucks,
take on
bro.
it.
Cause go ahead, bro. I was gonna say it just
My
sucks because like the listeners that don't know, like I said, that show had really grew. You know, I
for
wasn't even
sure.
a person that tapped into it, but like when I did, I was interested, bro. It was some good takes on that show. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like they talked about a whole lot. And I watched it grow from, like I said, him leaving was it Everyday Struggle to
Yeah,
actually doing more numbers than he did rapping. You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly.
he does have a voice, even if you don't agree with him. Almost like your boy that we was talking about last episode. I can't think of bro name right now. Kevin
Vlad.
Samuels, two different people, but
Oh,
I'm talking about just as far as their voice, like people wanting to tune in and hear him.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a voice, man. They that podcast blew up, and it's crazy that he burned them bridges, bro. Because they actually helped him, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Mhm.
They
sucks.
started to make him more acceptable as far as like, cause after the everyday struggle thing, nobody wanted to fuck with Joe. Nobody wanted to come, you know what I'm saying, do no business with him, chop it up with him, interview, whatever. And I feel like that was a determining factor to where like when they would reach out towards their guests and be like, hey, we want you to jump on the podcast and whatever. They'd be like probably like rappers probably like, hey man, hell no, like I'm not finna come on there. So, you know what I'm saying? I know Joe history, I ain't finna mess with it. They'd be like, nah, I feel like Rory and Maul probably was like, hey, nah, like we here, like we, you know what I'm saying? We want to really ask you some questions. Like we some real dudes. We just want to, like we know Joe gonna do his thing, but you know what I'm saying? Look at us. And I kind of feel like you said, he burnt that bridge to where it's like people see that repeating trend and they're like, oh hell no, like we're not gonna keep giving him no TV time. We don't want to do business with you like ATL. You know what I'm saying? We don't
said
want
you
to
don't want to
skate
talk
with
with
you.
you.
Skate with you,
Hey,
Skate
hell
with
nah,
you,
yeah.
I'm.
nothing, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. I mean, I ain't here to assassinate no man
Yeah, nah.
Yes,
on
you
this
are.
No.
earth.
Yes, you are.
Much respect.
I
Much
just
respect to
know
Joe.
that I've never really
Nah, y'all
liked the
here to
homies.
assassinate? Nah, I'm just playing.
I'm just saying I've never really liked the
I'm just
homies,
messing with you,
but
bro.
I just left that alone for what it was. And when this came up, I'm like, that just don't look good, bro.
Yeah,
I don't see myself doing that.
You know
Hey man,
that's that brotherhood
do it.
shit.
much
That's that.
You said do.
That's that
You said
brotherhood.
do it look like I got left off bad and bougie.
Just between us, a video of dude that looked like J. Cole dunking and falling.
Bruh. Bro, why he dumped that so hard? Bro, that shit is so funny, bro. Oh
Bruh.
my God, bro. That video be
That
having
shit
me
is
in
hilarious.
tears.
That video is over a year old and I still be dying.
Bro, why the caption was J. Cole ready, bro? That shit had me crying. Like, bro, why would he dunk like that?
Bro, it's not just how hard he fell. When he got up, he ain't say nothing, bro.
Bro, you got to hear the
He tried to
noise
act
when
like
he
he
hit the
was
ground. Bro,
He
2
kept it
feet,
pushing,
2
bro.
hands. Bro. Well, yeah.
Yo.
Oh, yeah. We're
That's
gonna
just
touch
between us, but
We're gonna touch on brotherhood, man. Touch on brotherhood. I'm glad we get into that subject. I heard, Bob said something about it, and I feel like that's kind of like that's a good role, like a good, intro to this subject because of the whole Joe Budden situation.
Joe ain't got that
Let's
brotherhood.
get to it. Nah, I feel like Joe has been hurt in the past. I feel like, and brotherhood is something you can't really pay for. You like no matter how much money you get. No matter how much, fame and success you may achieve, it's got to be genuine. You got to have, I don't care how big of a person you are, whatever, you got to have people in your corner. And you could tell that he has people in his corner that he just genuinely don't listen to. And he
probably got brothers that we will never know. He probably got a brotherhood off screen, away from the public that we never know. I hope he does. I hope he got people in his corner. We all need that these days, man. So I just know us personally. Go ahead.
Nah, you go ahead, bro. I was
about to say, I know us personally. We naturally started this. We didn't just announce like, hey, let's be best friends. Let's be brothers. Like it became a thing over time. And that's what it sounded like. I mean, I'm not gonna keep hitting it, but it sounded like that was happening to Maul and Joe and Roy, because even in their response, they showed some respect. I know Roy did for the most part.
Maul did too, I feel like.
Maul did too, and then he had that little spurt where he had to let that nigga know. He got mad. He got mad. But
Jay, you said you was about to do what, bro?
What you mean?
Y'all ain't catch it. It's all right.
Jay funny as hell, man. Oh man.
Y'all get to see the real
said.
Gene, man. We 6 episodes in, man. The real Gene finna come out, man. That suit and tie done came off, man. That suit and tie done came. You see how he got that thing zipped up to the neck like that? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey man.
Hey,
Yeah.
zipped
you know,
up to
Zipped
the
up
neck.
to the neck like that. You see that? Come on
Hey.
now.
So
But no,
look,
that Brotherhood shit, I don't know, bro. I think Joe Budden just need to go check himself on that, cause
my man's need therapy, man. I don't know if he the spoke to a
bad.
therapist or not.
That's what I was gonna tell y'all.
Need therapy.
He an asshole. Trust me, he an asshole. But you can see how he got like why they was his friends if you like listen to a couple
Like who?
of his pod,
Like
some of
who
his
hurt
shows.
him?
Cause like, bruh, like I said, he an asshole, but he do be having some good takes, bro. I can't sit here and lie. Kind of like what y'all was saying about Kevin Samuels, like he be having some good takes, bro. He just an asshole, man. It's like, damn, I want to like your ass, but I can't because you just an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I fuck with Kevin Samuels though. I ain't. Y'all can say what y'all want to.
we know that.
I
We
fuck
know
with
that.
him. That nigga, he funny. That nigga funny. I cannot lie. That nigga is funny. But I don't know, bro. I just feel like, in a sense, like I could never see us going down the fucking hole like that, bro. Just I could just never see it, bro. Like even if we got really successful, I couldn't see it because it go back to what Gene said earlier. It's like money just really elevate who you already are. And I see us being well-grounded and well-rounded already. So it's just like you said, Gene, we ain't walk in the fucking hallway at State and be like, yo, we best friends? You know what I'm saying? Like the shit just fucking, it just happened. And so like this is a friendship that brotherhood that's been here for 8, 9, 10 years and shit. So it's like even this is some shit that we building from the ground up. So it's like it ain't even this shit ain't called the Twan Lama podcast, the Gene podcast, D Trill podcast, Cinco podcast. Man, this shit called Open Run. We came up with that shit together. Right. So it's like the percentages is going. If we ever get to that point where we gotta draw out a fucking contract, the shit will be well read by everybody.
It ain't even gonna be
like
weird,
everybody's gonna have a common understanding about what the fuck is going on, and it's gonna be so that way. If some shit do happen, if Spotify do fucking come to us, it's gonna be like shit. We already know because it's there. So like
so we got
you know what I'm saying?
D-Trill 80%.
I'm gone, bro.
55-50. What is that? 55-50.
When it comes to this, like as I've matured, I learned to take the eyes off myself and the concentration on myself. Because a lot of times, I'll speak for myself. It was always like, can I trust this person, or would they do this for me, or how far would they go for me? Will they support? And as I've matured, I learned that I was looking at it wrong. And literally every relationship, even the one with my wife, my mom, anybody, now I look at it like, what can I be for them? Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Like, what value can I bring to their lives? Like, how can I be a brother to you guys? Like, stop taking it on myself and thinking about me and what I can get out of any situation. I think that's why some people kind of get it twisted, like, I can't call nobody my brother because I don't know it. Bro, just be a brother to somebody else. You feel me? You'll get that love back.
Like I said,
the way it works, bro. Just be solid.
Like I said, I feel like with Joe, like I said, I don't feel like it's nothing to do with him like I feel like he's hurt. He's genuinely hurt and he hasn't gotten over that hurt. And I feel like when you're a hurt person, hurt people hurt people. And I feel like Joe has been hurt, and he's in a place to where he doesn't know how to cope with that, or he's basically just swept it under the rug and just put it deep down in there. So it's like he's become emotionalist, and he just don't give a damn. Like he's like, you know what? Like he just swept it under the rug, bro. Like,
swept it under the rug and put it deep down in there. Hey man,
I'm about to be
deep down in there, bro. Okay, yeah. Say knees deep, bro.
You see how you see. Hey man,
I get what you're getting at, bro.
Nah. I'm just being stupid, bro. I get what you're saying.
Man, we don't know what that man been through, but I will say that whatever it is, he's had an opportunity to move on. Like sometimes we just accept our faults for what they are, and we force the world to accept it or where they can move on. And I think that's really where he at. Like if you don't like me for what I am now, get out of my face, and that don't make a lot of friends. Nah. And Joe ain't got to be a people pleaser, but there was another clip that Cinco sent that was talking about Joe He was interviewing himself. I don't know what it was. Actually, Maul was on it, and basically Joe was like, I don't owe respect to any of my friends.
He said, but he'll give some respect to a regular stranger on the street or some shit like that. Like, bro, that made no sense.
I treat everybody the same. My friends know that I'll give respect, but I don't owe it. And Maul was like, what do you mean by that? And Joe was like, just because you're my friend don't mean I have to respect you. And Maul was like, well, I don't consider that a friend.
That's burnt.
Like what, bro?
I saw that too. That was
like, how does that even sound? Like, my nigga, how does that sound? Like, I don't owe y'all respect.
Oh, yeah, that's.
But I could owe the people that keep walking back and forth behind Twan ass respect, but I don't owe y'all respect.
Man,
like, I don't get it, bro.
And I got a great example of brotherhood that's went the wrong way. Kwame Brown,
shit,
and Steven Jackson.
I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could.
Hey.
I see where you're going, but
they say the NBA is a brotherhood.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of brotherhood that they got going on.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kwame funny as hell. Y'all can say what y'all want.
Oh, Kwame, bro. Kwame,
he funny as hell.
Is it Kwame or Kwame?
I think it's Kwame. Either or, bro. He funny.
I didn't
be careful.
I didn't even know he was country, bro.
I didn't know he was country either. My first time ever hearing him speak, bro.
Bruh,
man.
The fact that he speaks like that make me think it's Kwame.
Yeah.
Besides all the little dry snitching, bruh, I'm gonna say this. You know, it's an ongoing joke about Kwame for a good reason. You know, but I kind of get where he's coming from, bruh. At a certain point, it's like
y'all got to chill.
It's not funny anymore.
Yeah, I got to
jokes.
chill.
Come on, man. Bro, I'm over here living my life.
I got kids.
Bringing me up, bro. Leave me.
But no. I mean, I get that, bro. But you got to think. In some senses, leave him alone. But in the form of the conversation that Gil was having with Matt and Stack, bro, it's like it's not like he purposely just pointed out Kwame. He literally was saying like, in the situation that he was in, Kwame was drafted number 1 to Washington, so that basically was making it Kwame's team. Because let's think about it. A lot of players that go number 1, number 2, and shit like that, they're 9 out of 10 going into situations where it's about to be their team, which is what he said also about whoever was supposed to get drafted second. And he thought that he was going to have to come off the bench because the nigga was going to be drafted second, but they ended up taking him third. And I think he said, Mike Dunleavy or somebody went second or somebody like that. So it's like, with Kwame being number 1, it was supposed to be his squad, but he came out and shit the bed, bro. Like,
no,
that draft was trash. If you got Kwame Brown and Mike Dunleavy going top 3, that draft was ass.
But no. I think if you saw it, I think it was
Kwame was going crazy,
bro. I think it was Kwame, and I think Shane Battier was up there when they showed, bro. When they showed, listen, bro. When they showed Kwame's name for like the Washington Wizards pick, it was a 4-box camera switch. It was Kwame and Shane Battier. I don't remember who else was at the bottom, but I definitely saw Shane Battier's name right there. And if Shane Battier is considered to be number 1, that draft class is doo-doo. Okay?
I'm gonna just say
this. We used to call Shane Battier, bro. I forgot. We used to call him
Mr. Take Charges.
Mr. Take Charges.
I'm tired
of
it,
it was something else, bro.
It was something else. It was like Pattier or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Shane Battier.
It was something.
Brother, you lame. You're Shane Battier.
My thing with Kwame, bro, is that like you said, it is the guy old, and I kind of feel like like the situation with Gil, it's like all right, he kind of broke it down. X Gil out the equation.
Yeah.
The genuine public acts like Kwame Brown is the only number 1 pick.
Literally.
This year's like the main face of like number 1 bust picks. That's it. Like he's the main one, and I'm sure it's been niggas before him. Years before with Jordan, nobody ever talks about the nigga who got drafted before Jordan. They talk about Kwame Brown, bro.
Who was it that got drafted? Who got drafted before Jordan? What was his name?
The dude that went to Portland.
What was his name though?
Well, I forgot his name.
He was a big nigga too.
It was a big exactly.
But did he go number 1? Because Jordan went 3. Did he go 1?
I think
it was somebody. Nobody talks about Hasheem Thabit. Nobody talks
Check it
about
out.
But to beat didn't go second. I mean, didn't go first. We talking about literally first.
Nobody talking about Anthony.
All right, now Anthony Bennett was bad.
None of these dudes.
Bro, do y'all?
Close
No,
enough,
wait. Do y'all remember?
Close enough.
Bro, listen. Do y'all remember when Anthony Bennett got drafted number 1? Bill Simmons was like, "What?" Like literally, like he was. Yes.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, he did.
You said what? Say it again.
Nobody.
Greg Oden went before KD.
Yeah.
KD would have been a
Let's not do that to Greg though, man. He just got hit by injuries.
He was just
I think
getting hurt.
Greg would've been all right, yeah.
I mean,
Could you imagine KD playing with Dame right now?
Oh my God.
Oh, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go. But I'm just saying, could you imagine if KD was playing with Dame right now? Woo wee!
I'm saying, yeah, man.
But nah, Kwame funny, bro. He told
like
Stephen A.
this,
Smith to come to Seattle, bro, where open hand
The
combat was
ongoing
legal.
Joke. First of all, let's say this, and All the Smoke is one of my favorite shows, bro. On YouTube, All the Smoke is one of my favorite shows. So I ain't even getting on them about talking about them. I think more so Gilbert was more so a trigger. Like this been going on literally.
Bro, Gil know what he be doing, bro.
He an asshole.
He's a professional. He's a professional.
Yes,
and what is the word called? Like the agitator.
Antagonist.
He's professional. Like he literally knows how to push people's buttons. He's professional at that. He's been doing that his whole career.
But
by the way, if you watched the whole podcast, he was talking about a couple people.
He is.
The only one that, you know what I mean?
And like I said, I think
he was throwing names.
I feel like maybe it's just it been too long. I don't think it was just like, oh, Gilbert said it, let me come, because bro, everybody be saying something about him. It's always some type of joke.
You want to know?
Stephen A. Smith still talk about Kwame, bro.
Bro, he literally, he
like,
literally told
on,
that
bro.
nigga he would smack the shit out of him, bro.
This is what I was about to tell y'all, bro. And I know y'all some big niggas yourselves. Niggas don't want smoke with a nigga 6'11", damn near 300 pounds, bro. I don't care if you are 6'6", 6'7", 6'6".
He said, hey, Stephen A. Smith, nigga. You been on that bitch talking shit about me too, nigga. I'm on your ass, boy. Bring your ass to Seattle, boy, with open hand combat legal. Bro. Smack the shit out you, nigga.
Bro, that wasn't even the funniest part.
Smith, bro,
that was not the funniest part. The funniest part was
Skip Bayless, you too. Bro. Skip Bayless, you too.
Bro, he told Matt Barnes. Bro, he told Matt Barnes.
Why you threatening them, bro? They like 60 years old, bro.
He's like, you light-skinned motherfucker. He said, you supposed to be like Drake. He said, you supposed to be taking niggas' girls.
But you get yours took.
I said, nah. Nah, that was it. Bro. I had to cut it
out. Hey, that nigga started singing, bro. Derek Fisher.
Why he start the car video off like this, bro?
He was sitting back. He was sitting back like this, like, who drive that far back, bro?
Nigga, hey, you know a nigga about to go crazy when he do this.
A nigga watch this.
I put my mom on the golf course at 18, nigga.
Bruh.
Yo,
bruh.
I can't take this, bro.
Bruh, and like I said, bro, we got so much respect, bro, for all these players, bro. Much respect for all the smoke, but bro, I'm sorry, bro.
Nah,
Kwame Brown was talking
that round, bro.
Bro, when he was talking about Matt, bro, I said, nah, bro, this man is funny, bro. And then Steven Jackson, bro, you funny as hell. You talking about some? I'm signed to Jordan, but I ain't arguing with no niggas who wear Jordan jeans. Brian didn't even know Jordan makes jeans, bro.
It was the
wait, real quick. Did y'all hear when that nigga Maul said he couldn't trust Joe Budden no more because he had it on a Miri hat? He said, I saw a nigga in a Miri hat, I couldn't trust it.
Bruh, Joe did change, bro, over the years. It was the DC shirt.
Hey, nah, Kwame hilarious, bro. Why Steven Jackson?
He got some points for that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Why Steven Jackson take the high road? Why that nigga take the high road like that?
Hey,
I'm glad he did, actually.
I'm glad he finally, because I ain't gonna lie, he's been quiet for a long time.
I just ain't think when he said something it was gonna be this funny, bro.
I didn't think he would come out.
Nah, me neither.
But I kind of feel like it's different than coming at Stephen A. Smith, because he is in that professional setting. He is on ESPN. Well, it's different coming from your peers. Like, these niggas I actually hoop with. So y'all don't hold no validation. Like, y'all not on ESPN. I can say something like, I'm finna go back at y'all. So I kind of feel like,
But no, they do hold validation, nigga, because they played.
But that's what said they're hoopers. So it's different when you're Stephen A. Smith and you on that professional.
But they have more validation though, Myth. The hooper niggas got more validation than the ESPN niggas who ain't never played.
I mean, but you're not seeing them talk 24/7. You're gonna see Stephen A. talk every damn day.
You right, but I'm just saying as far as the validation part, like if a nigga was trash at State and Gene said something, Gene got validation because Gene played. If motherfucking
and they ain't gonna do nothing.
If motherfucking somebody else say something that ain't played, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't no validation from that.
I kind of this is my thing right here. So not to say it, nobody like career is better than others or whatever like that. We find ourselves in. I'm watching it right now. When Shaq criticizes young players, it's kind of like, damn, I want to go off on this nigga, but this nigga was good as a motherfucker at basketball, and he was NBA champion, and this nigga a Hall of Famer, and it's like this and that, this and that. It's different when it's Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. Yeah,
but Steven Jackson is a champion, and he was a big part of the Spurs winning, though. No,
that's what I'm saying. He's a champ. He's solidified. He was a great basketball player for sure. But it's levels. It's levels, bro.
Bro, Stack averaged 20 in the league, bro. Let's be careful with Stack, bro.
Okay, so look. Who are you holding more on a pedestal, like opinion-wise? Who you about to listen to more? Stack or Gill? Let's just keep it a buck. Stack or Gill?
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Keep it 1.
That's like, but no, because that's like saying who would you rather listen to, Steph or AI?
What you got, Twan? What you got?
I'm gonna say this. I because before we even got to this take, when y'all was talking about validation as far as like people that play the game, and you got people like Stephen A. that's just talking about the game all the time, right? Obviously, I think you have more validation if you have time in that shit, but at the same time, don't get it twisted. It's a lot of hoopers that don't know what the fuck they be talking about.
Exactly.
They don't.
Exactly.
They don't.
So know what you talking about though.
And it's a lot of ESPN analysts that just be on there running their mouth too.
Brian Windhorst, Chris Broussard.
I don't think it now. In a lot of cases, it may be, you gonna roll with the better player as far as you want to get the advice from, who you want coaching your son or whatever it is that y'all talking about. Sure. But sometimes, bro, it be the Kyle Andersons and I know Gene Hayden, but the Luke Waltons, you know what I'm saying, and that be having that mind.
Damian Wilkins.
A lot of hate Luke Walton, bro.
You know you don't like Luke, bro.
It ain't that I don't like him. I just don't get it.
You feel the same way about Luke Walton like you feel about Mo Wagner, bro.
You said Luke Mud.
Bro, my thing is...
That's two different guys. Luke just... Yeah, as far as coaching, because they going to keep him with the Kings again. He had one winning season.
He ain't feeling that.
With the Lakers or something like that.
He had a good record when Steve Kerr was out for Golden State. He had a good record with Golden State.
Yeah, that's what it was, Golden State. He coaches for the Lakers for a year and a couple of months. Mm-hmm. He was horrible there. He hasn't won anything with Sacramento. And I don't get it, bro. Anybody else would be fired. But I don't think he was horrible with the Lakers. I think he just.
That's what I was about to say.
I think he just like. It's just like small adjustments that he could have made. Like I didn't like the way he played Lonzo when Lonzo first got there. True enough, Lonzo was injured as well. But it's just like small adjustments that Luke could have made differently.
Oh man! And
listen, Frank Vogel not even that great of a coach, but he's smart enough. Hey, I don't think he's that great of a coach.
Let's get to this, y'all. Let's get to this because how many damn head coaches do niggas need? Because I'm gonna tell you like this. Before the season, we all make our predictions. We all say this and we say that. And my boy, we got to get to it since y'all brought up basketball. Y'all brought up Luke Walton and stuff. He did coach, like you said, coach Lonzo. And Lonzo in, New Orleans. My boy Twan, he want to tell y'all what he predicted early in the season.
Hey man, I stand by you.
Shit, me too. I thought the Pelicans was gonna make the playoffs too.
I don't think I'm the only one that thought that.
Van Gundy. What happened? What's wrong with Van Gundy?
How many Pelicans games you watched this year besides when they played the Grizzlies, the Lakers,
and Bledsoe? Van
many
Gundy and
Pelicans
Bledsoe.
games can you count on your hands that
How
you
many
watched
damn
this
head
year?
coaches y'all want these? How many head coaches y'all
Nah,
want them to have?
I ain't
Alvin
even talking.
Gentry,
I ain't even
Van
talking.
Gundy,
First of all,
God dang,
hey,
like
I liked Alvin Gentry because
Well, from
he was
a
balling.
roster standpoint, what made you think that the Pelicans would be in the playoffs? From just a roster standpoint.
I thought that another year of Bi and Zion together under their belt would be better surrounding the team. You know what I'm saying? I thought that JJ Redick would have a better season than he had. He was hurt half the season. I know he old, but he a shooter. I thought that Nikhil was going to be okay. I thought that Steven Adams was a great pickup because he really was a good pickup. But
Yeah, he was.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
He got hurt this season. So y'all was saying that niggas didn't get hurt this year, but everybody in their starting lineup got hurt this year, just not for the lengthy amount of time that people in y'all starting lineup did, like Jackson.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all too though. Yeah, go ahead.
You can look it up. Zoe missed game. Bi missed game. Zion missed the last 10 games or 8 games or some shit like that. Hell, if you look at the play-in, they like 3-4 games out the play-in. They was like a couple games. Let me go look at the standings right now, so I don't lie to y'all. Y'all can talk while I do that.
I think, bro, with that team, at first we would say like Steven Adams was a bad pickup because he an inside and Zion's an inside. But then you move Zion basically to damn point guard, and that shit works well with Steven Adams. But then you also got to give them more shooters, though, bro. Like I think you can't have Zion, Steven, and Bledsoe on the court at the same time. Because then
it was
you only
lineups,
got,
bro. That's all it was.
That's what I'm saying. Like and that's why I said Van Gundy. It's a little bit on Van Gundy, but it's a little bit on David Griffin because he got to construct that roster better, bro. That roster stink, bro.
Van Gundy was not trade Drew Holiday. Y'all
roster stink.
Yeah,
roster stink.
Huh? Their roster don't stink, Bobby.
No. The roster's constructed bad, bro. The roster doesn't necessarily stink, but it's constructed badly, bro.
If
Drew not a bad coach, bro. It was the lineup. Go ahead. It was the lineups for me. But look, man, they was the 11th seed, right? The 10th seed in the play-in was 33-49. They was 31-41. So, it ain't like.
My thing is
bad.
My thing is that, bro, like, it's no way with a team that loaded, that talented, like.
What is loaded?
No, not loaded. Hold on.
Because their team is it's not bad, but they not loaded.
I'm not saying low. I didn't mean to say loaded. My thing is that how many teams are in the West? It's what, 12? How many teams
15
in the West?
Oh, 15.
15. Okay, so my thing is that like it should not. It's no way that I would expect them to be bottom of the barrel, bro. Like down there with Minnesota and Sacramento and stuff like it's. I'm not predicting that from them, and like you said. Injuries did play a big part in it, like Bashoud.
Bro, you know who their most important player
Minnesota bad too,
besides the quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, they best 3 players. You know who they most important glue guy is to me, bro?
Steven
Josh Hart. He
missed Josh
Hart. He missed a lot of games, bro.
That's my
he missed a lot of games. This is what I'm saying. And then when everybody was healthy, niggas, I mean, your boy Van Gundy want to put in Jackson Hayes, Steven Adams, Bledsoe, Bi, and then you got Zion.
We talking about
what type of
but think about
the Orlando Magic.
No, not that. We talking about when he coached the Pistons. We talking about when he coached the Pistons and he put fucking what was it? Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin, and Josh Smith on the court at the same time with some weird shit like that. Okay. That was bad,
bro. I'm not taking nothing from him, bro. He is a good coach, and I know this because. Like what you just brought up, Orlando. You know what I'm saying? And teams prior to that too. I heard a lot of people say a lot of good things about Van Gundy, but to me, he seemed like he got stuck in his ways, especially towards the end of the season.
He's an old school coach, bro. Just like Doc Rivers.
Y'all niggas talk.
What did that get? It got Stan Van Gundy 1 trip to the finals.
I'm not just
Doc Rivers. I know. I'm just saying for the viewers. But Doc Rivers, to me, which he did a great job in Philly this year, but he the most, and I love his, he a black coach, so I ain't trying to say it like that, but bro, Doc Rivers get the most praise in the world for a nigga that only won 1 championship to me. He won 1 ring, bro, and he blew
2 3-1 leads.
4 Hall of Famers, I should say.
My boys tore me apart when they was saying. They was telling me that, hey,
they did what?
Y'all tore me apart when y'all was like, hey, Ja Morant B.I. and Jaren Jackson would be a better combination than Lonzo, B.I. and Zion. Y'all at y'all damn.
Wait, say that again. You said Ja, B.I. and
Where
who?
does that
Ja,
come from?
B.I. and Jaren Jackson better than
We talking
Lonzo.
about Van Gundy, bro. Where did that
Nah,
come
bro.
from?
Nah.
That is yes,
Nah.
yes. Lonzo, B.I. and Zion is better than Ja, B.I. and Jaren. Yes, it is.
Hey, they ain't even in the playoffs. We're gonna give it a hand for Tatum. He had 50 tonight. The team think we're on crazy.
He had 50?
Yeah.
We're going
Shout out
crazy.
Tatum, man. Shout out Tatum.
He had
Nothing, bro.
real shit, bro. He had 50 tonight. I'm gonna bring it up. All right. He had 50, bro. That's worth bringing up.
That's big.
That's big, bro. So
That's
shout out
big.
to
Hey, man. Y'all. Hey, let's shout out to the Lakers, man. Good luck. Hey. Good luck with Steph Curry tomorrow. The motherfucker shot 30-something shots versus us. They said it was a career high in shot attempts versus us.
that nigga shot 36
ever in his career.
Hey,
Shout out
So,
Devin Booker, man. Shout out Devin Booker, man. Shout out Devin Booker, man. Yeah, step it up, Devin Booker. Let's see what's going on in these playoffs.
Steph Curry.
He's chilling right now because he ain't playing in the playoffs. He ain't playing the play-in. So shout out Devin Booker, man. He got about the first round.
Hey. I just want to say, who the hell? I got us beating the Warriors by 20.
Yeah.
I got Steph Curry getting 20 in the first 5 minutes.
I got Steph going for 45.
I got
Steph going for 45.
They're 45 for nothing. Blowout.
All right, look, we ain't gonna beat them by a dub, but look, let me say this.
Y'all dubbing them, man.
Y'all
Gotta
beat
see
the brakes
Bron
off
and
them.
AD.
Bro, y'all
bro.
are going to beat the snot out them.
The only way we don't beat the brakes off them, bro, if Steph. Now look, Steph sometimes he took 30 against y'all, but he can get 30 in 10 shots. So he go crazy.
Bro, he took 40 shots to get 40.
You know, if Steph get hot in that first quarter, then it's gonna be a game.
They don't have nobody to lean on. They don't have nobody to lean on, bro. Like this is the thing about Steph.
I don't underestimate the heart of a champion, bro.
Okay. So the heart of a champion.
I watched Kobe take out.
Okay, so look, you said the heart
3-1 with Swish Parker.
It's the difference between a heart of a champion and hearts. Y'all got Braun over there. Y'all niggas be careful. What are we talking about, bro?
And I got Draymond getting poked on, bro. Easy.
Y'all got AD back. AD on the way.
You got Draymond getting
AD on the way.
And don't let y'all wear them damn black jerseys. Them damn black jerseys. Y'all don't need to wear them. Y'all say them to the finals.
Let Bron come out knees because this ain't that. You said that ankle.
Bro, acting like he's Steph Curry with the ankles or some shit.
I ain't gonna never be 100% again, bro. I can't take that, bro. I can't take that.
We're gonna do this. I'll hop off this podcast.
No, G, let's talk about it because I'm gonna tell you right now. And this, look, I respect the hell out of Bron. Bron is a marvelous player, top two, whatever, one, wherever you want to put him in history. Bron be knowing what the hell he be doing. 3.
He is 3. Okay, stop the fucking disrespect. 3.
We're not about to do this. We're not about this. Is gonna be a debate for this episode. Will go 2 hours. Bron has never, ever posted no damn stats on his Instagram. Ever. And look, G can say what he wants. Bron hates. Bron literally hates when the attention is on somebody else other than LeBron James. He hates that shit.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna let y'all finish. But Kobe, the best basketball player of all time.